Hello, denizens. Today I thought I would share an important life lesson that no one will watch. Welcome to Deep Thoughts. Actually, I learned this lesson during my comedy performance career, so get ready, this will be very deep. What I learned was that I'm afraid we are micromanaging and micro-commenting ourselves to death. And we are growing frustrated and tired and have no idea why. Here is the thing that changed my life. The comedy group I was with for 15 years on and off, the Frantics, performed all across Canada. We had our good shows and bad, but in either case, we were dedicated to making the best show possible, and we rehearsed and fixed and critiqued each other relentlessly every day. The criticism was always offered in goodwill and mostly accepted in kind. And for a period of time, especially when we were working up a new show, this actually worked. But eventually it stopped working. I don't know if it was the grind of the almost daily performances and travel, or that we just got tired of the criticism, or that the suggestions just did not seem to be offered in quite the same goodwill as before. The shows were losing energy, and the audience response was not what we were used to. We had very high standards. One day, it dawned on me that we needed a break from trying to micro-fix each other. The others protested, "But Paul, there's still so many things you're doing wrong that needs fixing." Granting that, I still insisted that we cancel that day's rehearsal. The others grumbled. I dug in my heels. No rehearsal. That night we were loose. We had fun and had the kind of audience reaction that we were used to. It was a revelation. It was counterintuitive. Working harder should generate better results. But sometimes taking the foot off the gas was the better solution. Subsequent shows were great. There was nothing wrong in working hard to create a show that respected the fact that hundreds of people laid down real cash money and traveled sometimes quite great distances to see us. But the trust that each of us would be responsible for maintaining and adjusting our performances on our own was more important. We also knew that we couldn't all be on every night, and it was a joy to see when someone would pick up the slack and shine that evening. The lesson was that trust spirals up to create goodwill, whereas the opposite is a spiral down to endless recrimination, distrust, selfishness, and unhappiness, which is what I'm seeing more and more of, and it's really sad. I believe it was the Chinese philosopher Lao Tse that said, "For every law we enact, we love each other less." That's really powerful. It puts the onus on us to be personally responsible for our own actions. In an ideal world, there should not be any laws. Where we intrinsically know what makes each other happy and what hurts us. So instead of living our lives in a good way, we just bulldoze ahead blindly until the police show up. I don't see how that makes humanity better, and I sure as hell cannot figure out how social media is helping if you don't enjoy being constantly slighted. I call it slight shaming. Back when I ran a company with lots of employees, the greatest gift I could give to my employees was my trust. They always found a way to get the job done. Micromanaging rarely worked. And these days, I can't see how letting a consultant with a dubious agenda tell a vast number of your employees they should be ashamed of themselves would be beneficial. Humans are still essentially tribal. It wasn't that long ago when genocide was the welcome to the neighborhood gift basket. Let's celebrate the small changes. Social media access should be banned at companies. Hell, back in the day before Facebook, I witnessed a huge number of flame wars over email at the companies I consulted for. All I could think was, the person is in the next cubicle, asshole. Stand up and talk to them. I was lucky. I trusted my fellow frantics. They were the funniest, most talented people I ever worked with. May all of you be so blessed. Be seeing you.